If you want to speak standard, impressive and effective English, then you must learn idioms and use them frequently while speaking English, such as English idiom, in the same breath. In the same breath means saying opposite things at the same time or simultaneously. I mean, when you say something and at the same time you say something opposite to it, then you can say in the same breath. Concept will be clear with example sentences. Here we go. He praised my work, but in the same breath, he said I'm lazy. It means he praised my work and simultaneously he criticized me that I'm lazy. In other words, he said two opposite things at the same time, as if in the same breath. We can also say, he praised and criticized me in the same breath. Let's see some more example sentences so you can use this idiom correctly and naturally while speaking English. You said this job is not good, and in the same breath you want me to join it. You said this job is not good, and in the same breath you want me to join it. He says Buenos Aires is a boring place, but in the same breath he says he wants to settle down there. So you say in the same breath when you have to say two opposite or contradictory things in the same sentence. But you can also use in the same breath when you compare two similar things or persons at the same time or simultaneously. Let's understand this with examples. He talked about the writer in the same breath as George Bernard Shaw. It means he drew a comparison between the writer and George Bernard Shaw. In other words, he found some similarities between the writer and George Bernard Shaw, so he talked about them in the same breath. You can't talk about poetry and music in the same breath. Both are quite different. You can't talk about poetry and music in the same breath. Both are quite different. The sports minister mentioned the two players in the same breath. In other words, the sports minister mentioned the two players together as if both the players were equals. That's all. Now you can try and make your own sentence with English idiom in the same breath and share it as a comment. And if you are new in this channel, you can subscribe and hit the bell icon for latest videos. Best of luck.